this is our Road to the Olympia video series, and so what we're trying to do here is just give you guys a little bit of insight. It's been a long time since Miss Daraja here got on stage. All right, guys, so this is our Road to the Olympia video series, and so what we're trying to do here is just give you guys a little bit of insight. It's been a long time since Miss Daraja here got on stage. March.
Yeah.
Like 9 months?
It feels like it's been a whole year. It's almost been a whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so last year, won our first 2 pro shows, went to the Arnold. We got a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, but it wasn't for no reason.
Right, and I think we hadn't seen how you responded to the training in a while. You put on a little bit of muscle, you know, wham, we got too muscular.
It's not a bad problem to have.
But then what we did was detrained, essentially. We took some time off from lifting a little bit of shoulders.
And by some time, meaning like I hadn't trained since after the Arnold, when we got our feedback. No training shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't think we started training shoulders till what, June, July?
Yeah, and even then it's just light, a little bit of band work, some light dumbbells.
Just to get a pump.
Yeah, just to keep the muscles there once we got them down to where we wanted them. And so coming into this show, the Atlantic Coast Championship, never been judged by Steve Weinberger that I'm aware of. Was he on the Arnold?
He wasn't, or he might have been. Dang,
he was not. He was not at North Americans. He was not at Tampa.
He was
not
Pro.
At Michigan.
I remember seeing him at Tampa.
But he was at Tampa Pro for the pro men. Did he judge pro bikini?
I remember seeing
bikini?
his face when I was on stage.
Okay,
I
so
think
maybe
it was him, Tyler, and Joe.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense because they usually do travel in a pack. Okay, so maybe he hadn't seen you in a long time, so we weren't sure.
Doubt he remembered me.
But we got some really favorable time on stage. We got compared to some amazing girls. And actually, if you came to the show and you told me you were going to beat Ashlyn and you were going to beat Romina,
it was a deep lineup.
I'd say, hey, the only other girl that really made me nervous was Eli, because she's won some pro shows.
Which is pronounced Ellie, I found out.
Ellie, I'm sorry, Ellie. I'm sorry, you watch my videos, which you probably don't. But much like last year, you got upset by a brand new competitor who was not even a pro a week ago.
Yep.
So you stepped on the pro stage for the first time, and all those girls that were trying to qualify for the Olympia were like, who is this girl?
Yep.
And so now we got to go look at this girl's pictures, because
exactly.
I was more worried about Romina all day and Ashlyn and Ellie.
Well, yeah, that's what it seemed like too.
Yeah.
From the way prejudging went, it just seemed like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the really cool thing about doing a show of this size, it wasn't a huge show. I'm actually getting ready to go back down to the NPC part of it, is that Steve Weinberger walked right in and spoke directly to us, told us exactly what he thought. I think all the judges across the board kind of had a similar feedback. Mm-hmm. Some of the judges even said they kind of thought it should have gone your way. So yeah. it was a very
it wasn't a
close
unanimous decision.
They all said it was very close. Of course, we wanted to win going into the Olympia, but the point of this show was not to win the Olympia here. It was to do what we have to do to come in the way we need to look.
Yep.
We got to go to Pittsburgh and get feedback from all the people we need to get feedback from. Now we got it from Steve, and now we know what to do.
We know what to do.
So, are you ready to work a couple weeks more?
Piece of cake.
So, I mean, let's be real. It's an honor, like, as a coach, just having a client in first call-outs of a pro show.
Absolutely.
I have so many amazing clients that have never even been top 2.
And, like, me getting a chance to go to shows this year, I've been to, like, what, 2 or 3 pro shows?
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Tampa,
the girls
San Antonio,
look unreal.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the judges just never have an easy job. So,
yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of work to do, but that's the point. So we're going to get back to the drawing board tomorrow. She's going to go have a nice meal tonight. The goal is going to be to come in a little bit leaner and actually be able to eat into the show a little bit more.
Yep.
And that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to get in that first call out in Orlando. All right, guys, Road to the Olympia. Here we come.